Hi, it's Gab, and I'm reviewing Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. This movie is based on a book, and it's about a young boy who's very special. He's very smart, and he's a little bit, he's got a few sort of social awkward issues and phobias and whatnot, and he's very close to his father. They do all sorts of educational, adventurous, exploratory quests and things together. This is shown in flashback because his father dies in 9/11, and the story is about the boy trying to come to terms with this in the years following his father's death, and coming to terms with it by going on a new quest because he finds a key that his father left behind, and the boy thinks it's for him, or that it's going to lead to something that's for him from his father, will make him feel close to his father again as a way of keeping his father alive. And along the way he encounters all sorts of different people in New York City who are perhaps going to help him in his quest. They have their own little stories, and so he touches them, they touch him a little bit along the way. That's the story, and if it sounds a bit corny or contrived, I did find it to be so. My main issue with the story, or perhaps in the direction as well, I haven't read the book, is that it straddled the line between realism, realistic drama, depressing drama, and sort of flight of fancy, somewhat sort of beyond the realm of reality, suggested at in terms of the way the boy interprets things, and in terms of how we're supposed to feel transcended by the literal quest versus a spiritual quest. And it just didn't feel fanciful enough to me, and as for the dramatic realism, it was just a downer. And I love depressing stories, don't get me wrong, but there was nothing special about it or touching. I felt strangely unmoved, and particularly strangely because not just it's a sad story about mourning a father or death or 9/11, but the fact that it centers around this young boy. I'm a mom of a 9-year-old, and I thought I would, and usually do, relate quite strongly when there's a young male or a young protagonist. It makes me feel brings all those maternal feelings out, and I just didn't feel that connection. And I don't know if it's the actor, the boy, don't know the actor's name. He was an okay actor as child actors go. It wasn't glaringly bad acting. It was just, actually, he was kind of unlikable. I just didn't connect to this boy, and therefore I didn't connect to the quest. And as I said, the story didn't transcend in any way as a viewer. So I'm not a fan of this film. Now, this film has been is a Best Picture nominee for 2012, and some people would disagree with that. Namely, my pal Chris Stuckman, I believe, strongly disagrees with that, and I agree. It took the place of another film that was probably deserving to be a Best Picture nominee this year. There are a few that got snubbed, but won't get into that. Anyway, obviously I didn't think too highly of this film, and I would give it 3 1/4 Gabs. There were some nice performances, and I think it meant well in some ways, but it just didn't deliver. Perhaps the book is much better, as is often the case. Anyway, thanks for watching.